Hey guys, my name is Anthony Spada, and I just saw your posting on Upwork, and I wanted to send you a quick message. It's 10 o'clock at night here on Saturday, but when I read your posting, I felt like I could totally relate because I own my business, or I own my own business for over 20 years. And a lot of that time was sending out emails, so I can absolutely relate to the headaches that come with trying to get inside inbox. And it's safe to say, and I don't say this lightly, but I do actually consider myself an expert at email deliverability. And I can relate to a lot of the things you said in that email. And you're right. Some of the DKIM and the DMARC and all those things are important and they can be tweaked. But we also have to look at and configure what's going on in the email. If there's HTML, if there's a link in the email, if that link in the email, where does that link go to? What server, what IP address? Because if that's a bad IP address, that'll cause deliverability problems too. So these are all things that I can work on. And I don't want to, join you guys and start moving around the furniture on the first day, but we have to kind of accept the idea that you might have to get away from get response and active campaign. And why? Because you're unfortunately sharing the IP address with those other companies that are using them as well. Now, you might even be paying for your own dedicated IP address, but what a lot of people don't know is that the email companies, in my case, Gmail, Yahoo, and Outlook and Hotmail, will have blocked entire blocks, and you don't know if you're on a bad block or not. So I can test for all these things. Now, if you said, hey, Anthony, we absolutely want to stay with Get Response and Active Campaign, then I could still make it work. It would just take a little bit more time tweaking. But, what I had to end up doing was just running my own email server. And why is that beneficial? Because I have my own IP address that's brand new and fresh. And that can sometimes be a game changer. It's not going to fix everything because not all IP addresses are made the same, and some things that Gmail will allow, sometimes Yahoo and Hotmail will not allow. So I know how to go through and check and make sure we have everything in line, make sure we're using the right IP address, the right domain, like I said, the right email structure. This is stuff that I've got the scars here if you want to see. I've banged my head against the wall for hours and days working on this over the last 20 years, like I said, especially in the last couple of years. If you send me your email address, I can send you emails from my email server that I guarantee will arrive in inbox from different domains. Just to prove to you that this is not something that I take lightly. This is very, why? Because I own my own business, so I was paying for each lead, and I'm not going to throw money down the drain, right? So I was only paying 70 cents a lead. So I wouldn't even run a campaign unless I could guarantee that every email was going to inbox. An email going to spam is throwing your money away. I mean, there's a very unlikely chance that they're going to open it, even if you do follow it up with an SMS message, which is something that I'd like to talk to you guys about maybe if we could do it. Now, I've got a lot of ideas. I can get an inbox. I'll make it happen. I feel that confident. Where might I have a couple issues? I don't speak German, but from my experience, most Germans speak better English than most Americans. So that's probably not going to be a problem. And I am not super familiar with GMX, web.de, or T Online, but I can learn. And these are not going to, these are going to be something that'll take me a day or two to figure out what they need in order for them to arrive in inbox. Like I said, each email provider is going to ask or is looking for some different things. We have to look at it from the perspective like we are Gmail, and what are they trying to do? They're trying to protect their customers, right? Their email recipients. So this is stuff that I've spent years doing, and I would love to talk to you guys a little more. I wanted to make this super fast, so I spit out a lot of stuff at breakneck speed, but I'm around anytime. Oh, you might want to say, well, how come this guy doesn't have any experience on Upwork? And the reason is because I've been sending out emails. This is something that I, up until a couple of days ago, did daily and have no problem. I have my own servers. If we have to run our own mail server, we can do that. If you don't want to do that, we'll figure it out. There's a lot of stuff that I could bring to the table, and I would only really want to help you guys out if I could add a lot of value. So that's my message. Hopefully this wasn't too much rambling. I'm going to call it a night, go to bed, and watch more of the World Cup. Adios. Ciao.